Hello my friends, welcome to today's video. I'm Jeanette with Vivo Vintage Design. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm happy to have you here. I post videos every Friday and usually on a Tuesday as well. And I have about 400 videos on alcohol ink and watercolor. So for today's video, what we're doing is we're practicing our watercolor, but we're also going to create a really fun and relaxing painting. So I'm working on Canson watercolor paper, and this is really inexpensive paper and it's great for practicing, but once you're feeling more confident with your watercolor journey, I suggest you purchase 100% cotton watercolor paper. You will be much happier with the results, but this is perfect for practicing and just for doodling like I'm going to do in a little bit. So I'm using two different size brushes. I have, they're both silver black velvet brushes. They're round, and one is a size 12 and the other is a size 4. So you can see that I am using a stroke where you start with the tip of the brush, and as you drag the brush across the paper, you add a little bit of pressure, and what that does is it makes the bristles of the brush spread out and it broadens your stroke. And then you lift slowly back to the point of the brush and you get this type of pattern. And this is a stroke that you would use for creating leaves or flower petals, and it's really good practice. So you can see here that I've switched to my smaller brush, and I've also added a little bit more paint to the palette there because I wanted these lines to stand out a little bit more, so I wanted them a little bit darker. And of course you can use whatever colors you like. I decided to use these fun bright colors so that you can see them well in the video. And now what I'm doing is I'm using a micron pen, and this one has a pretty small nib. I think it's a 0.25. And in each of these lines I'm going to create a very simple pattern. And some of them I just did some lines at an angle, and others I did circles, I did dots and dashes, and some of them I just outlined. So this is the fun and relaxing part. Have fun with it. Don't think about it too much. And just fill in those lines that we created with the brush with whatever pattern comes to your mind when that pen hits the paper. Now, while this is very relaxing and it's good practice, you would be surprised to see how pretty it looks in a frame. So stick around until the end of the video and I'll show you what this looks like in a white frame with an off-white mat. Now you don't have to fill in every one of those lines. You can skip some. And I think that's, you don't want it to be too busy. At least I didn't want mine to be too busy. And I thought this would be nice to do using perhaps just one color, but different values of that color. I thought that would be really interesting and a much more relaxing look. This is fun maybe for a child's room. I think next time I'll try something like that, using just one color and different values, and see what I can come up with. So this is a great way to practice your brush strokes, relax and unwind, and to get creative. This is also a wonderful thing to do when you want to paint, but you just can't think of what you want to paint. But you want to put that brush to the paper. This is a great exercise. So we're getting to the end here. Thank you so much for watching. Check out the description box for links to the products used. And if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments. I will always get back to you. And if you'd like to share your version of this, You can do that on our Facebook group, Vivo Vintage Design Tutorials. We have a lovely group of members that are incredibly talented and so very supportive. So I hope that you consider joining us there. All right, everyone, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.